over on Kotaku, they gave us 13 new details about Grand Theft Auto 5 on PC and next-gen consoles. And I'm going to go through this list with you and explain them as we kind of progress through the list and go into more detail than Kotaku did. These came from CVG's GTA 5 O'Clock episode 99. I'll link both the article and the episode down in the description. But for now, we should continue with the list. So, on the PlayStation 4 version of the game, the light bar will flash red and blue when being chased by the cops, which is a pretty damn cool feature. So, it happened in the Cruise beta as well. When you got into a police chase, the light bar would kind of reflect on the floor. Sometimes if you had a dark room, and around my TV is kind of a glossy plastic, so it reflects from that. And I could see that the light bar was flashing, and to some that might be annoying. You can turn the light bar down now as a recent update, but what's pretty cool if that actually happens is you can see that your hands reflecting this red and blue flashing light on your TV. It just, to me, adds more of that immersion. And I think it'd be pretty damn cool for when you're in a police chase. So also on the PlayStation 4, you can use the touchpad to switch between first and third person. So that is a really, really cool feature in where it's very quick and snappy. You probably tap it and it switches, and it's much, much more snappy than going to pause, changing the thing, or, because there's no select button either. So it would be a bit weird going through all the menus just to change a view if you wanted it quick and snappy. So the touchpad is actually very useful in this game. So not only that, you can actually customize when the game switches you to third and first person. So for example, if you're in third person normal, the whole game is third person, but you get into a car, you can make it switch to first person. We've already spoke about this before, but I won't go into too much detail, but that is a really awesome feature because I really like the third person, but I also like the first person. So it means I'm able to, if I want to quickly change it on the go, tap the button on the touchpad. But if I want something to be exactly that all the time, I can then get into the car and make it instantly snap to third person or first person, depending on which I prefer. Though I probably switch on that as well, because I just really, really can't wait for that. So, the PC version is compatible with 4K, which is freaking awesome because you'll see it in how I wish I could see it. But once I get a decent end graphics card, it's probably dual graphics cards, and a decent monitor, then I'll be able to see it in 4K. And probably won't be able to go much higher than 30 FPS on that. But that's not a problem because the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions are also 1080p 30, which is much better than last gen. They look a million times better if you've seen the trailer already. But it's a step up, and it still looks awesome. I did not expect it to be able to hit 1080 60. If it did, Rockstar would pretty much have just shown up the whole industry. But on the PC version, it is unlocked frames and supports 4K textures. Now, one thing to add to here, the PlayStation 4 version to download is 55 gigabytes on the PlayStation Store, so I'm guessing that's when it's uncompressed. How big is that going to be on PC with those 4K textures? Holy crap. Okay. So all the vehicles have had their interiors redone to take advantage of the first-person view. All the dials work in cars, helicopters, planes, everything like that. So we already spoke about this before, but that's absolutely insane. Think of the hundreds and hundreds of vehicles it seems like there is in GTA, and they've made the dials work in all of them. And it's not just one dial for each type of thing. They've actually made it so some high-end cars have digital dials and some low-ends have like the analog ones, which is absolutely crazy, and I cannot wait to see some of the Zentornos and the Adders and see what they've got interior-wise. Because I've been driving them for a while, but I've always wanted to know what it's like actually driving them, and the first person really does add to that, so really can't wait to do some street races in that view, like literally lock people to it. Hey, it's like Drive Club. Anyway, so not only that, the police radio and phone calls are now emitted out of the DualShock 4 controller speaker. So if you didn't know, it's got a speaker. It emits the police chatter on the radio saying, "Oh, suspects going off road," something like that. And you'll hear it. You can turn it off, but it's there. I think that's pretty cool if you're playing with speakers. If you're using headphones, it's kind of pointless because it'll be like, whoa, people will be like, where's that voice coming from? You're like, what voice? I can't hear any voice. Trust me, it's happened to me a lot of times, especially on that PT demo. Good God, never again. Swiping the touchpad will now change weapon and radio station, which is awesome. Makes it very quick and snappy. Very quickly change through the radios rather than doing a big dial. I'm sure you can do the big dial, but you can also very quickly snap through the radios and that sort of thing. And obviously weapons, if you're going in a high-speed chase or you're running down the road, you don't want to bring up a weapon wheel, snap to it, bam, you got your weapon out. You want to go slide, weapons out, boom. It's much quicker, much more fluid, and I'm pretty sure it'll be an awesome feature for those that want very fast-paced first-person shooting action. So Los Santos is now filled with new animals, which is freaking awesome. And it says, those monsters at CVG discovered that fluffy cats aren't bulletproof. So you can kill everything just as you did in the last GTA. People were complaining about killing dogs, and it's like, yeah, the whole point has been killing people the whole time. But we're not going to get into that because I'll spend all day talking about that. But you're able to kill all the animals, so that means to me that there's going to be a lot of hunting-based games. And what I noticed on the website a long time ago, Rockstar pretty much said that you were able to do the first-person view, but they kind of didn't publish it on the page. So I saw that, but underneath that, they actually also listed that you can actually have animals in GTA Online. So that must mean that that is also coming forward. Animals will be on GTA Online, maybe some missions to kill animals on GTA Online. GTA Online is looking awesome. So, there are thousands of first-person animations for reloading weapons, parachuting, and other activities. So, this was already spoken about before by me in the first-person video, but Rockstar have actually gone all out in this. Not only have they done interiors of the vehicles, they've done hundreds of animations per gun to be able to have new reload animations and animations in cars, coming out of cars and jumping out of cars to be able to use the gun in a certain way. And, you know, all these other combinations, they've got to make animations for that for the first person. They didn't just tack on a first-person camera, they went all out with this game, which is friggin' awesome. So the phone is also now a 3D object in-game, and selfie mode is even more creepily realistic than before, so you can actually make your characters blush and all this kind of thing, which sounds really weird, but I think it'd be friggin' fantastic for those selfie lovers on over on the social club. But what I hope is they've actually upped the resolution of the pictures that it produces. Hopefully they are native 1080p pictures, because that would mean I can use them. Other than that, they're really tiny pictures, and it's like, yeah, it's pretty cool, but too small. Not going to really use that as my wallpaper, am I? So, what else is in the game, you ask? Well, you can create first-person only missions in GTA Online. So you can literally lock your game to a specific mode. If you want it to be third-person in that lobby only, keep it to that. Say you make a deathmatch, you don't want people having third and first person because it would be unfair to the first person if the third person could literally see much more and that sort of thing. So you can lock your lobby to that, or have it, I'm guessing, settings in where the players can choose it before they start, so it has to be all third person, has to be all first person, but it supports both, so that'd be pretty damn cool. On here they actually said, where are the heists though? So I think that would be pretty cool if they actually added in heists to do with in first person. Maybe that's what they've been delaying it. Maybe it didn't feel right unless it had first person, and now we're going to get heists in next gen. That would be pretty cool. I'm not saying it is, but I'm hoping it is. So there's new pedestrian chatter to go along with the hundreds of radio stations. Now this one, I'm thinking that they mean pedestrians talking amongst themselves when they hear your car radio, that sort of thing. Or it may just mean they may have understood it wrong, and it may just be more radio talking between songs, which would kind of make sense as well. So they probably got all of that. Everybody loves the new railgun is another topic on there. The railgun, it was explained in the CVG video, but basically it's a gun that you shoot and nothing happens for a couple of seconds, and then boom, like it implodes on itself, which is, I cannot wait to try on all those horrible bright pink adders that I see driving down the road. Yeah, I'm one of them. Okay, so what else have we got here? You can also see bullet holes in your own body now. So if you remember on Far Cry, when he actually pulled the bullets out, that was horrible. Imagine if it was like that. That would be, ugh. But thankfully, you just see the holes. It's like, oh, look, I've got a hole in me. Absolutely fine. It's still a bit. But yeah, that's pretty much everything on this list. GTA Next Gen is looking absolutely fantastic, and I cannot wait to see what else Rockstar produced in this game. Rockstar have gone absolutely all out in this game. It's not just a re-release like other developers have been doing, like remastered, Last of Us Remastered, and releasing bloody Saints Row on Next Gen again. They are actually doing something here, which is freaking awesome. They are doing so much more than people probably doing a normal game like release, which is crazy. Slap a new number on there, probably be a completely new game. Anyway, thank you very so much for joining us for this video. If you did enjoy, give it a like, and if you got any other little hints or additions to add to this list, let me know down in the comments. But I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.